Hey guys, Chris here from Chris Jones Martial Arts in Knaresborough. Just wanted to do a quick video. It's the time of the year where we typically see quite a lot of emails, messages on Facebook, etc., from parents saying that their kids are going to stop training. Now, the reason I wanted to put this video out is to hopefully help some parents through what I know as a parent myself, and probably first and foremost as an instructor now of sort of 20 years. I wanted to just maybe help with getting through what I know can be quite a tricky time. Now, sort of this time of the year, the kids, the younger kids especially, they're getting tired. They're cold. We've got assessments going on as well in classes at the moment. Progress tests, as we always like to do. Obviously, we need to make sure that the kids are progressing well. So that combination can often be just enough to give them some objection to wanting to come to class. Because let's face it, when you're cold and tired, you really don't want to do things. But we all know that part of our adult lives is that we have to work through these problems. Now, unfortunately, something that we do see more and more now is that parents are struggling for whatever reason, whether it's sort of, I don't want to say peer pressure, but sort of social media pressure, worry about what other parents might say or think, or comments they might make. We're seeing parents letting their kids quit really, really easy. And as I say, I do understand the pressures that are there, but what I would ask is that you consider what I'm about to say with regards to this situation. So I like to think of it like this: if your child came to you and said, "Oh, mum, dad, I don't want to go to school, I don't like it," and then they didn't really give you a reason, they just said they didn't like it, would you let them skip school completely? Would you let them stay at home forever? Obviously, you wouldn't. What about if they said, okay, I don't like brushing my teeth, so I'm never going to brush my teeth ever again? Obviously, you wouldn't give them an option on that. You would make them brush their teeth. Or if they turn around and said, I'm never eating vegetables or any healthy food ever again, I'm just going to live off chocolate and crisps. You wouldn't let them do that. You would make them eat healthily. So what I'm saying is, if you've contacted us and you've said, oh, my son or daughter is struggling with their confidence and we think martial arts could help, or my son or daughter they're getting bullied and we'd like them to get into martial arts to help them with that. My son or daughter are they're suffering with their fitness levels, we'd like them to improve upon it, and I could go on. You get the point. Whatever the reason is, if you brought them along to help them with those issues, if they turn around and say, oh, I don't like it, and they've not really given a reason, the chances are there's probably been a very, very small thing happen in class. Maybe they've hurt their foot, maybe another child's being a little bit mean to them, maybe they've built up worry about a belt test. But it will be a small thing that, given the opportunity, we can help them to overcome. Get them to class. If they're crying, that's okay. That's fine. It's just the same as if you were to take them to school and they didn't want to go and they cried, or you took them to the dentist and they didn't want to go in and they cried. Part of them growing up is learning to overcome these issues, to work through these objections that they might create, because ultimately they're going to be adults. They're going to have a job that they're going to have to get up to do. There's going to be responsibilities, and if we let them quit when something small has happened that they're having trouble putting into words, then what's going to happen is every time they come along something that they don't like or they're a little bit worried about, they're just going to jump ship and quit immediately. Now, I do understand that sometimes kids change their mind. But that's a slow process. That's not a sudden change. So, if your child was coming last Saturday and then this Saturday they've suddenly decided they hate it and they're screaming about it, there's something that spooked them. And my advice would be to help them work through that. Get them to class and we will do the rest. If other parents judge if they say things, screw them. They're not raising your kids, you are. I'm saying this to you as somebody that went through that. I've been doing this now for 30-something years, and I don't know what I would be doing with my life if it wasn't for the fact that I got pushed to go to class when I had a little bit of objection. And I'll tell you now, those objections were pretty tiny things. Looking back on, really weren't issues. But as a child, I made them an issue, because as kids, we struggle with these things sometimes. So, parents, do the right thing. Get them to class. Don't let them quit over tiny things. Don't worry about other parents saying things. Don't worry about us judging. We will actually be incredibly supportive and understanding. And probably, if you're really good, we might give you a sticker too. But no, joking aside, get them to class, help them work through these objections, and let's kick off 2020 in a good time, good start. All right, guys? Thanks for listening. Any questions, please do ask, and we'll catch you soon.